Hi beauties, welcome to Beauty and the Stamper, and today's buy it or DIY it are going to be these jot stickers I got from the Dollar Tree. So when you buy them at the Dollar Tree, you get 5 of them for $1, 20 cents a piece, not bad. But let's go ahead and DIY them and see what we can do here. So I took a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, so I'm going to do the pink and white polka dots, and you can see the pink and white polka dots here. It was a 12 by 12. So all I'm going to do is I kind of measure, that's I think a little bit over a ½ inch. So I'm going to take my sheet of paper here and do just a little bit larger than a ½ inch and just cut a 12-inch strip. Then, so how many strips can be on just one piece of paper? I think that's going to be a little bit more cost effective if you make them yourself. So then all you're going to do is you can eyeball it and just flip it back and forth, flip it back and forth. Or if you happen to have one of these guys, these are real nice. Just going to put this strip here and get my stylus, and about every ½ inch you need to decide, and you're just going to go ahead and make little lines so that you can fold them back and forth. So this whole strip is going to get folded back and forth. Then once you have that, you'll start, just folding them back and forth and like that. But I want to show you, I already have a whole strip done. So let's say this whole strip was done and folded. If you wanted to get these little lines here, all you're going to do is kind of cut with your scissors on those lines like that. So that's really easy as well. So I've done that, and you're going to come up with one sheet, one strip like this. So I've gone ahead and folded them all, and so you can see what I did. So I would just grab a few, and then I would take them and cut like I showed you. And then I'd go to the next few, and I'd leave one behind as a guide, and then I'd go to the next few and leave one behind as a guide. So now you're going to have this whole strip here. You're going to just put them all together. I'm going to be using a hot glue gun, but you could also use like some sticky tape or some regular glue, and you're going to make these go around. But first, we want to make sure that the two edges meet together. So this is how it would normally be, and they don't meet. So I'm going to cut one off, this very last piece, and toss that away. And then I'm going to be able to glue these two together, and it'll make one cohesive ring. So again, you could use some tear tape here if you wanted to. I'm just going to really quickly use some glue from my hot glue gun just because it's out and it's already hot. I don't want to put too much. I'm trying to be light. And then just match that up there. Hold it there for just a bit until again it becomes one piece. And now you've got a whole ring there. Now I'm going to bring in a silicone mat, and this is just from Wilton. I think craft mats, you can buy those as well, but I just happened to find this one at a garage sale. It's an old Wilton that goes in the fridge. If you're ever working with hot glue, you can always hot glue something down, and later it'll come up very easily. So I like to use that. I also have a 3/4 inch punch, and then this one, which is a 1/3 about punch. I'm not real sure, it doesn't have it. This is from Recollections. This one was from Stampin' Up. I also have some rhinestones here. And let me recall here, we're using the polka dot pink and white, and then it had a yellow circle. So I grabbed some Stampin' Up paper, and it's in the So Saffron color, which seems to look pretty nice together. So just to get started, I'm going to go ahead and punch one of those little circles out and have that off to the side. And then also I'm going to take the 3/4 inch punch and I'm going to punch another circle, and I'll show you why in just a minute. And then I also have some Stampin' Up dimensionals here, and that is because if you look at the back, we're obviously making oh, here's one. We're making stickers, and it's got the sticker as well there. So let's go ahead and get started on putting this all together. This is all the pieces that you need to make it. So I'm going to take this piece, and all you're going to do is push these all together and kind of make us, well, I don't know exactly what it would be called, but we're going to, like, can't think of the word, but accordion it toward the middle. This is awesome because I do not do a lot of editing because I like you guys to see what a pain in the butt it is sometimes to do some of these crafts. So, all right, let's get this started here. I think once you start to bring it in, it'll kind of accordion itself. There we go. Sheesh. Okay, there we go. So you've now got what you're looking for, and I want the back, right? I'm going to hold it together, and I'm just going to put, I'm telling you, not going to edit this, guys. So I'm going to hold it. I want you guys to be able to see it as well. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue and take this bigger 3/4 inch punch and lay it on the back, and then kind of just hold it as it dries. That way you guys could see it is kind of warm. It is falling apart. I'm going to flip it over and not hold the glue. So, but at this point, if you see any that are, some are bigger than the other, like to push together, this is where you would be able to move those around. So that's why I like to work with the hot glue on these, just because they do give you a little bit of time to move, but it still dries pretty quickly because now it's held up. So then we're going to take this little guy and put a little bit more hot glue there, just a wee bit, and stick that right in the center. And then we're just going to take one of our jewel rhinestones and stick that right in the center there. And then flip that back over. Take one of our dimensionals and put that there. And there we go. Looks pretty similar there, don't you think? Just going to take this one off and let them be side by side. Here's a smaller one that I made. So this one I made with a little bit thicker edges, like where they fold. This one's a little bit thinner, and then this one I was going to say does not have the rounded edges, but it does. And then with this, you're stuck with, when you buy them at the Dollar Tree or anywhere else that you buy them, you're stuck with the sizes you do. But with these, I mean, you can do any color you want. And so I made this one a little bit bigger just using some Christmas paper. And here's that Christmas paper. And all I did, this was a 6x6, so I took 2 pieces and stuck them together to make one 12-inch piece. But everything else is the exact same. I put a, since it was a little bit bigger, I put a bigger rhinestone in there, and instead of using the 1/3 inch little circle punch here for this side, I used the bigger 3/4 inch circle punch. So, I mean, the sky's the limit. You can make as many of these as you want. And so here it is. This is my Buy It, which they are very cute. And then here's my DIY It, which are also cute. But I think you're going to be able to make a lot more here for the same price that it take you to buy these. So, alright beauties, I hope you enjoy this little Buy It or DIY It segment. I know I've heard from you guys that you have, so I'm happy to hear that. And then I'll just show you. Look, it peeled off exactly how I had it. So these little mats work really well when you're using hot glue. Alright, please give me a thumbs up if you like this segment, and make sure you subscribe if you want to see more. Alright beauties, have a wonderful day. Bye!